Hey, how we doing, everybody? My name is Kevin McCoy. I am a fellow Texas miner. I've been a miner since the beginning of August, I believe. Um, Allow me to paint a little picture on my story. 2020, 2021 actually, I got into cryptocurrency, knew nothing about it, but really wanted to learn how to trade and invest correctly to change my life. Fast forward under 5 years later, as of July 3rd, consistently staying on that track and learning and being in the markets, I was able to walk away from employment. So now I'm a full-time trader in cryptocurrency, not stocks, not futures, crypto. Crypto is my spot. Okay. I want to be very clear of that. Okay. I'm very new to this, but I'm very successful at this. Um, I think I think no one knows that I am even recording this at the moment. Bobby didn't ask me, my Rangers didn't ask me, my upline didn't ask me, nobody asked me. But I was looking at the chat on Monday's call last night. It is December 23rd, 2025. I was looking at the chat in the call last night, and there is a lot of fear. Okay. And unless you really know about what I'm about to show you, unless you've been through it, experienced it, and lived it, you really don't know that this is a thing within the markets. And what we're going to go over is market cycles. All right. It was said on the call last night that Bitcoin did the same exact thing all the way down to 80%. I will show you that at the end of this. And Texacoin is we're there. We're there. And the fear in the chat last night showed me that we may bottom soon if we didn't yesterday. So, with that being said, let me just explain a couple of things here. All right. Oops. Not Bitcoin. We are going to Texit coin. All right, so this is the most data I could find on Texacoin. Okay, this is Bitmart's price feed. This had the most amount of data from date of inception to the current date. All right, you can see down here a launch date of December 31st, 2024. All right, and you can see over here is today, December 23rd of 2025. All right, these cycles happen in the market every single day on different time frames and different asset classes. This is how a free market moves. Okay. Now let me show you this right here. This is called the Wall Street cheat sheet. All right. And this shows price action run up, run down, a little accumulation before the next rally. All right. And there's all these emotions, right? Hope, disbelief, optimism, belief, thrill, euphoria, $6, $7 Texas coin, euphoria. And then we get complacent. And then we start to have anxiety and denial and panic and capitulation happens. Anger, anger. Last night in the chat, all I saw was anger. I saw a lot of positive people, don't get me wrong, but I saw some anger, depression, disbelief. All right. Now let me show you something. Let's minimize this a little and tell me these don't look like. Tell me that's not the same thing. It's horrible because it's scrunched up. But look at this. Look at this. We weren't in disbelief or hope. Well, maybe hope. We were in hope. We were hoping this thing was going to $16 by February, right? And then what happened? Then we got a little thrill. We caught some euphoria. We broke that, came back up to retest, broke that, came back up to retest, come down to anxiety level, retest, come down to anxiety level, denial, denial, anger. This is literally the same thing. and this happens in the market all the time. The second thing I need you to grasp and understand, we're going to draw it out. There is a thing in life called Fibonacci. Its nickname is God's fingerprint. Why? Because the Fibonacci is how it lives in everything. Every living organism on Earth follows the Fibonacci code. That's why they nickname it God's fingerprint. It is how we grow, it is how plants grow, it is how the mountains grow, is how everything in life runs. Okay. In this Fibonacci tool, there's different levels for different things, but I'm strictly making this for TXC today. So we're focusing on the 786 and the 886, the two red lines, right? This is an 80% pullback and a 90% pullback. So what happens is you pull this little tool on a cycle, okay, from the low to the high. And then you wait and see how price comes down. And down here is where smart money, where big money, this is the ultimate supply and demand zone of the Fibonacci. Okay, with that being said, let's go from the first day to the very tip top of euphoria in this first run for TXC. And if I box up this 786 and this 886 zone and drag it over, look where we're at. Look where we're at. Now let me give you a Bitcoin example that they referred to last night because I knew when he said it that that's exactly what happened. Okay. We're going to repull it. We are going to go from COVID low to euphoria high. And if you drag this box to the 786, 886, you will see that price came down before the next huge run up in price. This Fibonacci, it's not a tool to only use, but I layer this on top of other stuff. Okay. Am I saying the bottom's in? Potentially. We got to see what happens today. But I wanted to make this for you because every single cycle plays out almost the same. It's either a 50% retracement or a 70 or an 80 or 90% retracement. Okay. You guys can do what you want. I don't want to persuade anyone to buy here or do any of that. I literally just wanted to come on here and show you this is how free markets move. It moves in cycles. The cycles are continuous and they will happen over and over and over again. If you don't think this cycle will play out, it'll be different prices when it plays out. But if you don't think this cycle will play out in TXC ever again, you're highly mistaken. It will happen. This is how the markets move. I hope everyone got value out of this. Don't get scared. You know, I'm a buyer right now. I'm accumulating right now, and it's going to pay off. I believe in Bobby, his whole vision and mission. I've been in crypto. Honestly, looking at price when I first got in, I would have stayed away from this. But watching Bobby and the team, not only week after week, show up to give us information on what's going on, but the actual plan behind this whole project, 1,000,000% believer. I'm very blessed to be a part of this community, and I hope everyone stays part. What they said last night is not a lie. This has to happen. And honestly, what Bobby said, cool, let it crash, let it burn. I saw a couple of comments in the thing. He didn't mean let it crash and burn. He meant let's get this out of the way. Crash it to the bottom, let's accumulate and start to move back up. That's what he meant by let it crash and burn. Let the bear market play out and finish. Just hurry up and do it. So, anyway, Kevin McCoy here again, fellow miner of your guys's. Blessed to be a part of this team. I really see a bright future here. And I hope each and every one of you have a very Merry Christmas. And don't ever forget, God loves us all. Y'all have a blessed week.